On the road again. Ain't it nice to be on the road again? Chillin', hanging out with all my family and friends. Talking about UFO and Metazoo again. What's goody, casters? Plus Master here. Welcome back to Shiny Ho Ho TCG. So there's actually not a ton of dark cards revealed currently, but I'm pretty sure there's more dark cards out there. So maybe, I don't know, there's good, like, I want to go over water, lightning, colorless, spirit, so I can't pick which one I want to go over next after this one, but I do like dark. We woke up and we're back on the road again, getting you guys some Metazoo UFO spoilers, and I've been appreciating the comments. It's really sick. Let's get it. Let's get the chat going. Talk about decks, discussions, combos, all of that stuff. Let's get it going. I am considering trying to set up some kind of Discord thing since Jeff doesn't have a Discord anymore. Maybe get like a little spot for people to mess around with new deck builds and talk about new deck builds and stuff like that. So we might even do that with the Metazoo Empire. So we'll see how that is, because there's a lot of stuff in the works, but just freaking life, dude. So many things going on with life. It seems like a lot of people are pretty busy, So, we're going over dark, yeah. Nope, that's not what it is. You know what it is. Black and yellow. Oh, dark lightning? I'll look at this. I can't wait. You can probably guess what my favorite dark card is, because I can't wait. I just can't wait. I want some, I want that werewolf. He reminds me of Scar from Lion King. Looks so sick. I love the artwork. So, WBT Gaming had the beautiful idea for the Sky Snake. I was talking about, you do the little launcher, dude, and then he like flaps out his arms and spin around. This guy is a genius, and he's like, yo, you just use a paper airplane. I'm like, oh, like, that's doable. You just rip off a piece of paper off of your pad. Did you see that? That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So, good stuff. Alright, now let's go into these dark cards. So, in this one I actually incorporated the Sunset, which is Dusk Terra, and then the Dawn Terra. Just because I have a feeling that if the UFO card, the blister pack promo with the win condition, actually ends up being pretty good, that could be the reason why you use those orbs also, because it could help you with the win condition. But the thing is, these things won't destroy the orbs, because the orbs destroy themselves, so they wouldn't be actually destroying the Terra. But if they are using some of the Terra along with the orbs for the win condition, these Dusk and Dawn things could actually be kind of useful, because they technically destroy the other Terras that the UFO needs as part of its win condition. So I got the Dusk and Dawn Terra here. And then, just real quick, I really like this nighttime with the moon and the crop circle. This is great. They keep getting such good aura arts. It's really cool. And then I threw in the Blood Moon, the full moon Terra. just because I thought this would be relevant, talking about werewolves. So if there is a basic Night Terror in the arena, whenever a beastie destroys another beastie in combat, that beastie recovers 20 LP. So your werewolves kind of become like a little bloodsucker thing with the blood moon. So that's pretty cool. Then we have the Dark Aura, which just looks like a dark hole in space, I would say, right? I don't know what it actually looks like. You know, we just know based off of movies. But that red and black with some white, it just looks super good. And then a card that we've already talked on the channel about, but is a super good card. And I think it's going to get a lot of people looking for a Grim Reaper build, which hopefully I'll be able to get that to you guys soon. I mean, I could get it to you guys right now and just, you know, edit in the Grim Reaper scythe, and then you guys can have at it. Let me know if that's something you guys are interested in. It shouldn't take too long to actually do that, so I could probably make that like a 5-minute video, maybe 10, because I might want to discuss a little bit on how the cards work, because you guys might be looking at stuff and be like, dude, why? What? Dumb. But it would make sense when I explain it. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys already have some of these ideas. You guys got a head on your shoulder. Seems like you guys got some creative ideas of your own, which is awesome. Really enjoy it. Reaper Scythe. This thing just is going to make it so you can send the top card of your spellbook to the cemetery, and you generate 1 Dark Aura, which I think is really good, just because you want to kind of thin your deck and make sure that you're hitting aura, and then you also want to thin your deck to send the Grim Reaper in there so that you can summon him out there, because there's really no point of him being in your hand. You don't care where he's at, so you just want to get him out of the deck. That's where he's not useful, is in the deck. And then you can place a dark spell with 2 or less aura cost from your cemetery into your trap to destroy this artifact, which is pretty sick, because you'll be able to get necromancy back. You'll be able to get what's it called, Hateful Demise back. There might be even a few other new dark cards that you want to grab back. And then if you use the Metahume with the Bunnyman combo, so you go Bunnyman, Metahune, Lightning in a Bottle, Metahume, tap Metahune, bring this back, and then you're back to square one after you blow up your own Reaper's Scythe. Feel like it like Reaper's Death Scythe sounds clean, but whatever. Dusk Omen, right? Dusk Omen. So it's a 4-drop. You can play 3. It's a spell. It's got Awful, which I'll explain why I think that's a little weird, just a little bit. But this one, I can actually read the whole thing. So we'll see if there's those little... Because the one I was trying to read before, it had 2 thumbs covering up, like, majority of, like, some keywords, it felt like. So let's see what it actually does. Contract a dark beastie with flying from your chapter for 5 less aura. For each night time and dusk terra bonus that beastie has, place an opposing beastie into its owner's chapter. Okay, so I think Awful does have the Dusk for 5 less aura. Okay, I see. Okay, so here is a Awful right here. As you can see, it does have both of these. And, it doesn't have fear. I thought it had fear. It can't be affected by fear. That's what it was. And then you can pop something. So, this would have been... So you can play an Awful for 5 aura cost. It's helping you do Awful for 5 aura cost. And this gets around The crab, how the crab can't get bounced. If crab's still going to see quite a bit of play. It prevents the crab from being bounced because it's just placing it back into the owner's chapter. Let me know what you guys think. It would have been cool if it did from limbo or from your chapter. That way you can go like awful, pop something, this, bring it back, pop something kind of deal. And then if you actually set it up with gassy, you can like gassy kind of torrential river spot removal kind of feel, you know, because you just pay the 4, then you pay 1, and then you play awful, you destroy awful, and you destroy one of their things, which actually would get around Quetz pretty well, but this card can't be played along with Hateful Demise. That's an important thing to note. So, it's alright. I think it needs a little bit more, and the more 6-drop dark beasties we get, I think the more viable this will be. This also works for Mothman, so you can drop a Mothman in turn early, basically, like the 5 drops Mothman, so that's cool. Let's see. I think eventually, you know, I'll go over, and also Caster Society, you can also use Metazoo HQ, which is the reason why I'm able to bring these videos to you guys. So if you have Instagram and you follow them on Instagram, just tell them Plus Master said thank you. You know, I'm sure they'll appreciate it. I'll appreciate it. They definitely put in a lot of work just to do that. You know, just to do that. It's crazy. So that's awesome of them, really helping out and bringing in a positive aspect into the community. I think it's really cool. Thank you, Metazoo HQ. Appreciate it. Casablanca Entities. We got an alien here. But anyway, this Casablanca Entity is a 2-drop, 60 LP. It has the Dusk and the Nighttime. So I wish it was like when you played that 4-drop, but it has to be flying. That's the thing. So it's got to be flying. And then you get 5 aura cost of the thing. But if it would have just gave you 5 aura cost, you know, to work with, and it wasn't flying, then you can drop like these and a couple other guys, because there's some 1-drops, and then you can just go, you know, go real wide and stuff. And I think that's what this deck wants to do. So that would have been cool, but yeah. Whenever this beastie is sent to the cemetery, you may immediately contract it. So it's a floater, which is pretty cool. You can just drop it for 2 and recast it. So you may send another beastie from your limbo into the cemetery. So when it gets destroyed, you send something to the cemetery, and then you can cast this by paying 2 aura to bring it back onto the board, which that works with stuff to be able to bring back other stuff back onto the board. So you just kind of float. These cards might be actually good for the Grim Reaper deck, but I don't know if they're going to fit, but it seems like they might be good just because they float, so you can kind of build up some defenders to protect yourself from dying. Its attack does 20. It'll do 50 with all of its terror bonus. If the primary defender is considered a caster younger than 13 years old, inflict paralyze on the primary defender. Alright, then we'll go directly relating to those ones. Caramel area creature. So it's a 1-drop, 30 LP, 3 per spellbook. It's got Dawn for Dusk and Nighttime, 15 LP bonus? Or 20 for the Dusk. Okay. And then if this beastie is revealed from the top of your spellbook or is sent to your cemetery, you may contract it for 1 colorless aura into the arena awakened. So this not only works for cosmic lizard people, cosmic rush, I like to call it, light speed aliens, maybe. It also works along with our little friend that we just skissed about. So you can send this guy to the cemetery when he gets destroyed, and then if you have 2 dark and 1 colorless, boom, you just got 2 beasties back. Super good. And then you can just smack for 20, which will be 55 with all the terror boosts, and then it does an extra 20 to spirit and has that resistance for it. Another guy. Alright, this guy is a beastie bloodsucker. He's a 2-drop 65 LP, which I think is pretty nice. 6 per spellbook. He's got the bloodsucker trait, or yeah, right? It should be a bloodsucker trait. Life gain, life drain? Something like, I don't know. That one's, sorry, I'm missing the ball on that one. I don't know. I think it's life drain. Where's the rule book? Oh dang, we don't have a rule book in arm's reach. Oh, we do. Yeah, it's Bloodsucker. That's the name of it. So cool. It has the Dusk and it has Farm. 15 attack bonus for both. If you are wearing reptile-like clothing, this beastie deals plus 15 attack damage. Whenever a dark beastie is destroyed, you may contract this beastie from your cemetery. So, and then it does 15 base damage for its attack. So, now that I'm looking at this, does the timing work? So, let's double back on our double-headed alien friend here. You may send another beastie from your limbo into the cemetery. Okay, so how it works is when it's your turn, you get to call the order of the cards when they happen at the same time. When it's your opponent's turn, they get to call the thing. So what it seems like is if this thing, our little reptile friend here, if he is not in the cemetery, right? Your opponent will be like, I'll have his effect go first. Well, you wouldn't even be able to, I don't think that works, right? Because it destroys, you target, send it to the cemetery. When something is destroyed, it could work like that. It sounds a little janky, like it's not working directly towards each other and they miss timing. But maybe that's like, maybe that's on purpose, because you need to actually set stuff up. Let me know what you guys think. Does this work with the 2-headed alien? When he gets destroyed, can you send this guy, and now because your other guy got destroyed in relatively like the same chain, right? Because I think that just starts a new chain. Because it's destroyed. You move something to the cemetery, and then everything resolves, and then this thing is wishing something got destroyed to be able to do it. But you can keep looping them, right? As long as you have the aura to do it. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal that you do miss timing on that. You'll just be like, you just set up your drop, and then you can just probably all at once just. So this deck seems like it's meant to swarm. Also, sheesh, I almost forgot, dude. That would have sucked, because I know all you guys got to be on this by now, right? You guys got to be on it. You guys know what it is. This beautiful card here, I think, will work beautifully with these new UFO cards. They're gonna keep trying to summoning themselves back. You have your Swamp Priestess on the board. You're making zombie tokens that whole time. Pretty good. You can also, no, that's Cemetery to Limbo. For that spirit card that moves 3 cards from your cemetery into Afterlife, I mean, not Limbo. Alright, so maybe not. It's a little miss on that. But it definitely dope. Definitely dope. What else we got? We have the orb, which will create Dusk. So I think the orbs are mainly kind of going to be utilized in the UFO win condition deck, which will be interesting. Now I'm interested. It sounds interesting. So about that, that's the orb. This card. I don't know how I feel about this card. Let's go over it. Let's go over and see if... let me know also, you guys. Come on, keep killing it in the comments. Let me know you guys' little ideas. If there's some decks that you guys want me to start like trying to work out and figure out and stuff, I'd be happy to help you guys out. Brings great joy to me to be able to deck build and help people with their deck builds. So this evil wins. There's one card that's like super slow. I feel like it's super funny because you would like it goes along with like this whole slow playing thing. I'll just bring it up again when we go over it, but it was just super funny because it's like it says, oh, it's the sloth giant guy. Oh gosh, the earth one, where when you attack, you have to attack in slow motion. So it's like, oh, your life point, you know, something like that. Super slow, and then that's a skit on its own. It's like, Judge, my opponent's trying to slow play me. So that's great. I like it. Just like, no, I'm not. It's the card says I have to. It literally says you have to, or you can't wake it up. It just, the sloth just decides to take a nap. The giant sloth. Destroy a beastie in the arena. Destroy a beastie with an aura cost 2 or less. If you do, you may contract dark beasties with aura cost 4 or higher from your chapter, cemetery, or limbo for 5 cost. Beastie, a dark beast. Ah, darn. Oh, shit. This almost did what I wanted that awful card to do. Now that I'm looking at it this way, but it's, man. So you can pop your guy, right? Pop your double-headed alien guy. Bring him back. Right? Then you can also bring back a swarm of the reptile, like, clothing guy. Right? Bring a swarm of that dude. Then you get to bring a 5 or less aura from your chapter, cemetery, or limbo. So, is there a fat beastie that we haven't seen yet for dark that this will work perfectly with? Because now it just seems like you can go from 0 to 100 in dark. You're just like, oh, you killed my dude? Now you gotta kill all these guys. Which there are board wipes, so be careful with that. But I mean, that is the problem, right? Because it's gonna take some work to get these cards into the cemetery, unless we see a card that is like that spirit card where you can just take cards from your limbo and move them to the cemetery yourself. besides that, the one dude that loops himself. So we'll have to see. But this card doesn't seem too bad, especially if there is a good 5-drop that works alongside. Wait. This card goes to limbo when you use its effect. This card grabs it, from Afterlife. Chapter Cemetery Limbo. Damn it! Oh, gosh. Missing it. Darn. Oh, I would have loved that so much. That would have been so sick. It's really hard to get this card back. You really have to... No, you can't even necromancy it back. It's a one and done. Darns. But if they do kill it before you get to use it, that card will bring this thing back. So that's pretty nice. You just kick it as a spirit, and then they're like, aha, I killed it. So, alright. Next, we got a spell, Wolves in Sheep Clothing. It looks like you can play 4. It's a 2-drop. Place target beastie with 2 or less aura costs into the owner's chapter. So, there is my favorite little werewolf dude in this set, and he's a 2-drop. So we'll look at him and see how well that card works with him. The next beastie werewolf you contract costs 3 less aura to contract. Each opposing caster creates and controls 3 sheep tokens LP beastie with a 10 attack damage. With that also works with this because especially in Zookeeper format, if you can force all other 3 players to make sheep tokens, you'll get 9 zombie tokens. It's pretty cool. So there is some synergy with that. And then this bounces back your werewolf and then makes it so you can automatically play it again. Which, if you're not aware here, not only are these things playable for 3, the already existing ones, they have contract effects that pop, or they deal 25 damage, pops a token. So, yeah, good card. It's good. Alright, here he is. How do you say his name? Ragaru. Is that Ragaru? I don't know. But he's a 2-drop, 60 LP, which is freaking beautiful, especially considering this guy's 60 LP and he's a 3-drop. Let's be real, he's a 3-drop. You just can't bring him back with the Bat Squatch. That's the bummer. But yeah, so 60 LP, super good. He's got the Dusk and Full Moon Terra. No Nighttime Terra. That would have been nice to see. Because these guys all have the Nighttime Terra and the Full Moon Terra. Oh, you gotta go to the bathroom again? Dude's just been having the hardest time with the runs and stuff. He's a poor little pupples. So, we'll have to go do that. So, it turned out, I actually had to take Sirius to the vet. When it rains, it pours. Gotta tell you, homie. So yeah, let's go. I don't believe we actually went over the guy's attacks, right? So I'm a little all over the place here. Just threw down some money, make sure Sirius is all good. So he's been seeming better. Oh, he's laying down right here. But he does have medicine now. Oh. When it rains, it pours. Okay. Vous ce soir. Something like that. Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't be able to think. I don't think that counts as French. I don't think my my opponent's gonna let me get that extra 10 damage, but if you speak French, this beastie does an extra 10 damage, so just Google a couple words. They should let you have it. If full moon is active, this beastie recovers 20 LP each time it deals damage with an attack. This is pretty sick because with the full moon special Terra, it also heals 20. So this thing together, it'll heal itself 40. So it's like a werewolf bloodsucker. The art's amazing also. I'm pretty sure I already brought that up. But it's like one of my favorite cards. Besides the pterodactyl, I guess. Which I still don't really know the name. Invader Squid knows it, and he pulled one of those at least. You should go check it out. If a beastie werewolf with 4 or higher aura cost is in the arena, this attack deals plus 15. So it hits for 40. It hits for 70 with all the Terra out. And it scares. So I think this guy's amazing. He's probably gonna be if this thing comes in full holo like I want it. I'm not really a holo rarity person actually, so maybe that's just a lie. But I do like this guy. I really connect with his artwork. He just looks so familiar to me. That looks really cool. And he's a werewolf, and I like werewolves. My dad always made this joke, like when I was a kid, to be like, yeah, we're actually part werewolf and shit like that. It was funny. Anyway, we have the Batman guy, which some creepy art here. I did not expect it to look like this when you the spoiler where it shows that super good broken, by the way, broken lightning bird. It's a 1-drop, I believe. It's crazy. Anyway, I didn't imagine it would look like this. But it's a 6-drop, it's got 135 LP, it's got a little awful feel. So, something beastie gains invisibility if trees are nearby. And then, it's either an arena or a contract effect, but it seems like it would be an arena. Whenever the coin flip for fear is heads, you may have the targeted beastie, I'm guessing, stay in the arena instead. Whenever a beastie is targeted by fear, that beastie is dealt 30 damage. So you can do I don't know if this works with the Jersey Devil that wants to stack up the fear counters, but it could be. I'm not sure. And then it's attack dark wounds. It does 60. If this attack damages a caster, reactivate fear on a beastie you control. So yeah, you just reactivate. That seems like target. That wording is a little weird to me, right? Because it makes it sound like now you have to fear one of your own things, possibly, or right? It should say, if this attack damages a caster, reactivate this beastie's fear traits. I don't know. Maybe they have. And then going into that, it makes me think that there's a beastie that gets even more kind of a buff when you do the fear. Maybe it'll be like that thing where the cosmic card, you do the flash, right? Or I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's the pterodactyl, where you do the flash, and then if you have a flashlight on it, if the flash is tails, then you can fuse it. You know, maybe there's a card in this set. Hey, you alright? What you doing? What are you doing? What are you looking? You feel okay? How's your tummy? You feel better? You ate? You got some chicken and rice? Are you feeling nice? You got some chicken and rice. He's feeling nice. Yo, little guy gave us a scare today. Where are you at? There you are. There you are. Yeah. Oh, you're trying to hit that screen? You're a little serious. You're a little serious. You're a little serious. Oh, yeah. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe out there.